Okay, so I hope this is working. I'm still actually checking if things are working properly here with especially with the audio, because yesterday I did have an issue with the audio that fortunately one of my viewers, which, let's be honest here, my only viewer really, at least at the time it was my only viewer, I'm pretty sure, pointed out to me. I'm actually gonna try listening in on the stream audio right now, see if I can. Okay, the mic seems to be working fine. I think the levels are a little too high. Yeah. Okay, so the mic's fine. And now, today I'm going to do the challenge quest for the Christmas event rerun. As you can see, I've cleaned out the shop, except for this. And what annoys me, and I found this out, is that you cannot actually buy out the wreath items if you decide to run this quest once, which costs 5 wreaths. And the wreaths you can only get from the lottery boxes, and there's a limited number of lottery boxes in the rerun. Only 40 wreaths total. And there are also... Oh, well, actually, I guess you can buy out the items, but you can't buy out the materials along with copies of Santa Altera. And I wanted to get every single copy of Santa Altera because each copy you get gets you some free uh, rare prism, which I don't have that many of because I'm not a whale. But yeah, actually I only have one rare prism that I got by pulling, which was NP6 of how about my cat? I guess I could have gotten more rare prisms if I really wanted to, but they're not that valuable really. But if the game's gonna give me some, I'm gonna take them. And I would say rare prisms are more valuable than essential materials, at least a single one. Maybe a rare prism might be worth a lot of them just because of how much AP you'll save with a lot of rare prisms. So I'm also just gonna pause here to check my Twitch stream, see if it's worked. The video download was cancelled. Please try again. Yeah, again, I really don't know what's going on with this because somebody else's Twitch stream seems to be working for me to watch, but when I try to watch my own stream. Let me actually, yeah, try video downloads. Oh, I don't get that. And yeah, according to Restream, which seems to be working as well. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I'll have to check the VOD afterwards. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and start this quest. Also, one thing you'll notice that I did put some command codes on her cards, including this one, which does extra damage against servants. So I'm looking forward to just using that. I haven't done that much with command codes in this game so far. And this seemed like as good a chance as any to just try it out. But again, I am kind of concerned about the fact that my Twitch stream seems to be, at least when I look at it, this video download was cancelled. I'm gonna have to save this error. Error number 1000. At least I have the error recorded on this stream. Worst case scenario, it's saved on YouTube. And it's not 1000, sorry, I think it's 10,000. No, it's 1000. So I, of course, have done this quest before, but I don't really remember it, and I decided to look it up. And it seems to me the best way is to just focus target Lancer Artoria and kill her as quickly as possible. So one thing I'll do now is, I guess I'll use Merlin's Brave Chain to get the NP, get his NP looping started. And don't know if I didn't mention it this stream, but when it comes to challenge quests in FGO generally, I do like to try to take in strong teams that make it relatively easy for me to handle, instead of trying to do some challenge quests of the challenge quests where I penalize myself somehow. And the game enjoyable enough, more enjoyable perhaps, when I use my best servants and just go to town and have fun with it. Okay, so Musashi should do a decent amount of damage with this, with the Buster. Yeah, almost 30k. In part because of that buff from the command code that helped. So I'll use this skill there, and I'm actually pretty sure that Merlin will get his NP up whether or not I place it first or second, so I decided to place it first for the sake of Chevalier Deon getting to do more damage. Alright, so now Chevalier Deon, fortunately, has got the taunt up, and the... So the thing is, if I use Merlin's NP not his NP, but I will use his NP probably. If I use his invul this turn to protect everyone, Daeon will live along with everyone, but he won't be able to taunt and help folks out. I kind of want him to just go ahead and die right now. Another option I do have is using the Mystic Code invul along with Musashi's own invul. But I want to save Musashi's invul for later because it also comes with a free debuff cleanse, and Lancer Alter NP will put on a curse, which is gonna be pretty shitty. So I think I'll roll the dice and just let Daeon live, and just let him do his support thing, and if he dies in the next 3 turns, great. If not, then he can taunt and die soon after that. Now in terms of what I'll actually do this turn besides that, I guess I'll use Merlin's NP. I don't really need to use the arts chain because with just the arts card, I think Musashi will get her NP up anyway. I do have Chevalier Daon's NP ready, but he's not... Yeah, I don't want to risk the charm triggering, even though the chance is so low that it's not even worth considering. I don't think I can break her bar this turn unless I did a unless I decided to go with Buster Arts with Chevalier Daon and then Musashi. I don't want to do because I do kind of want to use Merlin's MP. Yeah, I'll do this. That way, it doesn't do as much damage as doing it the other order with Merlin than Musashi, but this way Merlin gets more of his NP back. And I want that. And I wasn't going to be able to break Lancer Alter's bar anyway, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to break her bar this turn. As long as I get at least 2 of Musashi's cards, I think. Or one of her busters, really. The odds are pretty good, of course. Alright. First. Ooh, and the Invul. I could use Musashi's Invul Pierce right now to just break her bar. Or I could use... yeah, having to delay breaking her bar by 1 turn is kind of annoying. It might be the better thing to do. Because I'm thinking I can also use Chevalier Daon's NP now, along with the Merlin, with an arts chain involving Merlin's arts card. Yeah, it kind of hurts to waste that Buster Brave chain, but I would need to sacrifice her Invul Pierce anyway for that, and might want to save that for a different turn. So I'll do this in the hopes that Daon's Charm lands against Merlin. Then that'll delay Merlin's NP by 1 turn, which will be good. The enemy Merlin, of course. Nope, no Charm, but got those debuffs. Which don't count for nothing. That'll be 1 turn. Oh, you know what? I should use the debuff cleanse. Oh, wait. Oh, Merlin doesn't have the curse. He must have resisted it. I was thinking I want to make sure Merlin doesn't get damage from the curse gets as little damage from the curse as possible. Alright, so now... I'll use his Charisma, and then I'll use his NP again. Yeah, it's too bad I didn't get any of Musashi's Buster cards. So, I don't think there's a way that I'm gonna break her bar this turn either, even with using Chevalier Daon's cards along with Musashi's. So I figure I can use a Brave Chain from Merlin to use his NP again and get it cycling a little more. And I'm quite sure, yeah, next turn I'm definitely going to be able to break Lancer Alter's bar. Oof, damn. I'm gonna use the heal on him. It might be useless. He might get critted down next turn anyway. But I do want to keep him alive if possible. In the meanwhile, though, what I'll do is this. Oh, I should have used Chevalier Daeon's arts card as a starter to help Marlon get his NP. Ah, he got his NP up anyway. That didn't matter. So she gets a free NP charge. Don't attack Marlon. Okay, good. So now she's gonna NP, which we can protect against by... Yeah, so if I do this, Cavalier Down should die after getting NP'd anyway, but just in case, he'll keep getting targeted. And Musashi can protect herself with the invul, and she loses the curse this turn anyway. And yeah, I can protect Merlin this turn with the invul. I think Musashi can break her bar again with the Buster Brave Chain, even without her... Yeah, especially with the buff on that, the command code on the second Buster card. I think she'll be able to break her bar. Okay. Yep. Yeah, so just the NP plus one of the busters was enough. Nice. Alright, one more bar basically. And that wastes the 2 NP charge that she has on that break bar. Nice, very convenient. Oh, did... Huh, Chevalier Daeon tanked it, partly because he has a lot of HP. And he's still got the taunt up. With the dodge this turn, he should be able to protect everyone for one more turn at least. I think Merlin didn't... I think the NP seal didn't hit Merlin, yeah. So he might go down soon because of the curse. Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go all in on Merlin now. Use the invul to protect everyone. That. And now I'm pretty sure I don't need to use Musashi's first skill to get her NP up next turn. And the reason I'm not using her skill is that her skill comes with a pretty hefty 30% attack buff for that one turn, and I don't want to waste it against an invulnerable enemy. Yeah, she's gonna get her NP up. Oof, those curses are... Oh, I could use the... I got the taunt up. I'm thinking I could use the debuff cleanse on Merlin, but I could also let him die. At this point, his skills are on... Yeah. I think he can survive one more turn and give Musashi a nice buff, but might not be so necessary. So what I'll do is activate her first skill, activate her second skill, just for that extra buff, and do this in the hopes that she'll be able to cycle her NP. Now, the best case scenario is that her NP is strong enough to kill Lancer Artori Alter outright, but I'm doubtful of that without hero creation and at least one more buff. But in any case, yeah, the rest of the hits should be enough to do the job. Yeah, just enough. Now her NP is almost full. Nice. Oh, now it is full thanks to her. And now the reason I put Penthesilea in the back is because she provides both an attack buff and a buster buff, which of course is nice on Musashi. And Penthesilea has on her the is it Halloween Gura Gura poster girl, which in the Korean version is actually called Gura Gura mascot girl. Anyway, so she's gonna attract all of Merlin's attacks, which that's only gonna be one hit this turn. But I'm really not worried about Merlin. Should I use Musashi's NP here and cycle it, or I'm actually not sure what the better move is, or should I just use the Brave Chain? I'll use her NP next turn to remove Merlin's buffs after he uses his NP. And this turn, I'll go for straight damage with this, in the hopes that maybe she can actually break Merlin's bar. No, she won't. Oh, thank you for coming by. And yeah, nice to see you. I'm feeling a lot better. So yeah, hope I won't have to go away so early today. Although since I'm starting much later tonight, so I won't be streaming as long. But I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying the event in Genshin Impact with the official and everything. And all the mining, right? It seems kind of a boring event in terms of stuff to do, to be honest. But it works. My screen has just gone black? Really? So I've had some issues where it seems to me that when I go on Twitch, yeah, I'm sorry about that. Well, I wish I knew what was going on, and when I tried to view myself on Twitch, for whatever reason, it just would not show up, and I was hoping that it was just me, but it does seem that maybe it's others too, and I really don't know what the issue is. I'm wondering maybe it has to do with how I'm streaming using Restream, even though the Restream service seems to be working okay from what I can tell. Actually, let me just try this for a moment. I'm gonna turn off. I have the same problem? Okay. Let's see, then... Well, thank you for letting me know. It's good to know that, and that way I can try to fix it or try to get something else going. One thing that's kind of frustrating to me on YouTube is that it doesn't give you a really easy way to just click on the YouTube streaming link. Yeah, I wonder if maybe I'll need to figure out more about streaming on YouTube if Twitch keeps giving me problems. I'm not particularly tied to the platform. Although I do like the platform quite a bit, I think Twitch is a pretty convenient platform. It does its own thing very well compared to YouTube. But at least I do have... This is a link for this stream on YouTube. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the Twitch. Am I enjoying my kaching? Yes, thank you for asking. I upgraded her a decent amount, but she's still nowhere near strong enough to handle the general teams and everything. So I've kind of used her to explore the world and all that a bit, but not much else, to be honest. But I am trying to invest in her, make her as strong as possible because she is my only 5-star after all. Ah, nice. So this is a support that I brought in. Let's see what she can do actually with her attacks. Because I basically never get a chance to use MHX Alter. I think she might be strong enough to do the job with just the NP. Not strong enough, even though she's a berserker. I thought, well, I guess doing 200 plus K is asking a lot. The same problem as me with Childa. Minus finally level 70 now. Need to farm some artifacts. Go to level 80 for your team. Yeah, right? So, I guess this is just a regular problem in any gacha game. And it's something that I've managed to avoid in FGO recently because I'm basically a day 5 player. Day 3, something like that. So I've been playing since the beginning, basically, so I've acquired a lot of materials and such. But because Genshin Impact started so recently, nobody has had time to acquire all that material. Even the hardest of the hardcore farmers have been limited by the way the game limits how many times you can refill. So I guess it's, to some extent, yeah, anytime you pull a new 4 or especially a 5-star, it's like you're just kinda, yeah, limited. It's like a day 1. Yeah, sorta like a day 1. Pretty close. Anyway, this was a fairly easy challenge quest, which I guess about what I expected, but it's, looking at it, I was considering, depending on how easy it was, I was thinking maybe I should try doing a solo run of it, but I don't think I can pull off a solo. It might be doable, but yeah, I might try it off stream. Well, let's try one attempt at the solo. And if I fail, I fail, and then I'll try something else. But I imagine if any Musashi has a shot, it's my Musashi, because she is built up very strong. But yeah, that's a lot of break bars. And the curse. The curse is the real killer. That's one reason why I'm kind of doubtful. So I could, what I'll actually try is a pseudo solo, which is using more than just 3 servants. Using up to all 6 servants, but only one of them is not fodder. Call that a pseudo solo. But yeah, back to Kacheng, she... Oh man, I don't get tired of looking at her, I'll tell you that at least. I don't, at least so far. Of course, I've had her for a day, so not that much time to get tired. But like I said, I haven't used her that much, and I'd want to level her up and everything. Well, at least the event gives... Oh, right, the event! Yeah, I haven't gotten far into the event yet. I haven't even done any mining, but I plan to. And like you said, the event is going to give a lot of EXP and all that. So I should be able to use those resources to help me level up Kacheng, as well as Beta, of course. Yeah, and Fischl is cute. Yeah, she's adorable. Her personality, it at least in the opening cutscene, it does match Kobato from I Don't Have Many Friends, which I know it's shortened to Haganai, but I forget the full title because it's really long. But it was an anime quite a few years ago now, based on a light novel. And the personality definitely matches. I knew the character design, the visual design with the hair and the... Let's just use her. Not really going to draw attacks, but she should die pretty quickly. But the way she talks in the game certainly also reminds me a lot of Kobato. She's got that kind of... I guess people call it, oh, you know this anime? Yep. Yeah, I think you must know what I'm talking about then. Yeah, and she's got a bit of the Chunibyo kind of stylings going on. The... And... Yeah, the hero's little sister, exactly. Yep, she's adorable. Yeah, I agree. She is very cute. But yeah, just this, because the way Fischl talks, at least in that one cutscene, she seems like she's definitely putting on an act, but she really believes in it. She's really heartfelt about it in the same way that Kobato was. Okay, so for him, I want something that triggers once he dies. Which I guess... Where's the 5 stars? Yeah, this one. On him, I want his Bonsi. Unfortunately, the anime never ended, I think. Yeah, so from what I understand, the anime basically, yeah, was released before the light novel finished, and the anime I think got 2 seasons and maybe even some OVAs, which is pretty impressive. But you know, ultimately the light novel kept going and the anime didn't. So I'm thinking this is a team that might be able to manage. I'm not sure. I'll put her at the way back so that everyone else can come in and ride. There'll be a train for Lancer Artoria to run through. And then at the end it'll just be Musashi with her. Now on Musashi herself, yeah, it was cool. Maybe one day. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the anime world has probably moved on. But to be honest, I'm not that familiar with where the anime world is these days. I haven't paid that close attention to it in a while, which I kind of miss it. I do enjoy anime still. Let's put this on her. Buster and critical, so she won't. Well, she doesn't get she won't be getting a lot of crit stars. Buster and NP up would be good actually. Which one? Ah, this one. Hero NP. Buster and NP. Alright, let's give it a shot. But yeah, like I said, Official reminds me a lot of Kobato, and I can't wait to get her. I mean, I imagine it'll have to be at least the 3rd phase. From the looks of it, it looks like today's phase 1, tomorrow's phase 2, and then phase 3 is like 5 days from now or something like that. So there's decent ways to go. And just like how in FGO you have to play the event quite a bit to unlock the welfare servant, I imagine in Genshin Impact too. Wait, 6 years between season 2 and 3 of Oregairu. Oh! So sad during those years. I didn't know they made season 3. Oh, and it was, yeah, I recall that show from 6 years ago, 6+ years ago now, actually. I'd never watched it, actually, but I watched parts of it, maybe a couple episodes of the first season. Long, long time ago now, yeah. Man, the voice actors, too, must have aged not that much, but... And they're already adults to begin with, but still. Alright, so let's use Musashi during this summer. Oh, wow. So yeah, that's very recent, huh? From the beginning of the previous decade to the last year of the decade, or the first year of the next decade, depending on how you look at it. Right, let's use... And just try to get Musashi's MP up still. Yeah. At this point, I'm really not sure. Yeah, Yuki Noshita voice actor. Yeah. Yuki Noshita. That's the red-haired girl, right? I know there's a red-haired girl and a blue-black-haired girl. Along with, is it Hachi? Was his name Hachi? Kind of the lazy guy? Oregairu is the only anime you've seen in the last 2 years, to be honest. Yeah. So yeah. It seems like you've been pretty similar to me in that way, where you haven't watched a lot of anime recently. There's a movie that oh yeah, I need to check out the movie, The Night is Short, Walk On Girl, which is directed by my favorite anime director, Masaki Yuasa, which came out a couple years ago now, but I haven't had the chance to check it out yet. But that's probably going to be the next anime that I watch. I'll probably try to get back into Strike Witches, actually. For the longest time I didn't watch Strike Witches because I thought it would be dumb and bad. I watched it. It was dumb, but it was good. And then I kind of lost touch with it, just like I've lost touch with a lot of anime. Yuki Noshita is the black-haired girl? Okay, I see, yeah. I mean, both of the girls are pretty nice. But I liked her better, I would say, between the two girls. I kind of like the cool personality a little better. Which anime? The one I'm talking about that I wanted to see is called The Night is Short, Walk On Girl. It's like a phrase that you'd be saying to a girl. The night is short, walk on, girl. But it's directed by a guy named Masaki Yuasa, and it's a film that apparently takes place over the course of one night in a city. But I honestly don't know anything else about it other than that. And really the reason that I'm so into it, or that I really want to watch it, is because of the director, whom I love. Who's, to be honest, the director Masaki Yuasa, yeah, is it? Yeah, like I would say he's kind of a hit or miss director, to be honest. Like, I'm not in love with all of his movies or TV shows or whatever, but I think he's directed some works that I would consider masterpieces that I just really love. So that's why I want to check it out. Alright, so now she's used her NP. That's the first time she's managed to use her NP, so that part at least worked. Now Merlin's gonna use his NP. I am worried about Musashi's health, so I'll use this on her so that the curse doesn't work. I'll go ahead and use this. Why not? You'll check it? Yeah. I don't know what kind of works you enjoy or if it'll be up your alley, but it's from what I heard, it's quite good. So I definitely. Oh, okay. The curse just took care of her. All right. So now it's just Musashi on her own. And yeah, but besides that, oh, I also enjoy movies by. Oh, Yukino voice actress is the same as Uchi and Atalante? Oh, it's Saori Hayame, isn't it? Because I know Uchi Wakamaru is voiced by Saori Hayame. Yeah, she's really good. She has a really nice, soft voice, similar to Mamiko Noto, I would say, who also voices a bunch of characters. I actually didn't know Atalante was voiced by her, too. That's really cool, and I'm pretty sure she does at least one other voice in FGO, but I might be misremembering. But anyway, all right. So I got her. She's got this. Oh, yep. Sorry, Hayame. Hayami. Right. Hayami, not Hayame. I misremembered that a little. So what I'll do now is. I'm gonna risk Musashi dying this turn because I think she has enough HP that she can survive. Yeah, I really like her voice too. She's got got this soft voice with a little bit of texture to it. Not too much, but a bit. And it's very pleasant. And she's, I'd say, a very skilled voice actress, in my opinion. Of course, I don't know Japanese, but it's just a feeling that I get from hearing it. Alright, I'm gonna go all Buster Brave Chain Gorilla on her in the hopes that I manage to kill her this turn. If not, the Invul will save her. Yeah. I don't think she's gonna do it. Oh! With the Buster crit, she might. Oh yeah, she did it! Nice. So now she's got her NP up. Let's see. Yeah, so I'll use her Invul this turn. Use the cooldown reduction, get that, and use your NP and try to loop. Yeah, so I think Musashi is actually going to be able to pull this off. This is going to be close, because without class advantage, Musashi doesn't do as much damage as she would against most enemies. Okay, but enough to break the bar. But also Merlin's gonna do damage on her, and Musashi's gonna take a decent chunk of damage. Oof. So this is a very critical turn here. I'm pretty sure her Buster Brave Chain, unless they all crit, and even if they all do, I'm not sure if that'll be enough to kill Merlin. So I'm gonna figure out that I need at least one more turn. In which case, I'm gonna see if I can generate some NP here. And I think that was the best movement for amount of NP. Ooh! Okay, that one critted. That was nice. Okay, so she's not gonna get her NP up. Maybe I should have gone for crit stars. Oof! Okay, no. Not quite. But I could have probably used, yeah, if I used one or two command seals, I think I would have pulled it off. I think if I will watch another movie, it'll be Garden of Sinners. Yep, the movies are cool and I watched them a long time ago. Yeah, that'll be a good next one to check out, or to rewatch, right? Because you've already watched it. Um, yeah, it would certainly be one that I wanna probably check out. Yeah, oof. Yeah, not a good good ending. But oh well. Came pretty close. I kind of knew it was going to be a bit of a long shot. But what I think I'll do now is actually... So I've been streaming now for about 45 minutes. I think I'll probably stream for another 30 minutes to 45 minutes on Genshin Impact, trying to make a little progress on the event, because I haven't done much. In FGO, the event, I've now finished it. It's just... I got the lore, and I'm kind of curious. I think I have 6 lores now. Yeah, so I could probably afford to spend some, but I'll look into doing that. Let's see. So I also did happen to, since I do watch other streamers, and if I were somebody who streamed at the same time as those people or around, then I would probably try to link to them and raid them and whatever, because I think they're good streamers and all that. But in any case, because I do that, I happened upon a map which seemed to show where these like farming locations are. But in any case, I guess one thing I could try doing is posting that on chat, just so that anyone who might be watching can check it out. But anyway, I'm going to be using that as a guide, I figure, to do this event, which I've already triggered the cutscene. Oh, you know what? I still have to do this quest. So, so actually, one thing is, I noticed that this was a repeat. In fact, we've had 2 reruns of this quest on the daily, and I was just terrible at it the first time, and I wanted to attempt it on stream again. Let's see. Go there. Yes, I'm gonna put together... Oh, wait. Are there bad guys around here immediately? Oh, yeah. That's good. Let's try taking this team. Well, Barbara, it's not a very good situation. If I'm gonna do... Oh, come on! Where's this enemy? That's the thing, I don't want to go in with Barbara. And I would rather bring the protagonist, if possible. Just because I have her built up. Yeah, as you can see, I have Kaching at 28, so still a ways to go, you know. But getting there. And after that, of course, I still have Beto. But that's a good problem to have. I don't mind. Oh, oops. Oh shit, I forgot I have her as a Geo right now. Shit. I actually don't know if I'll be able to pull this off then. I mean, I'm sure somebody who's good at using her at Geo could do it, but I simply don't have the experience using her with Geo to be confident that I can pull this off. But I am making better progress than I used to in that first time. You know, I did very poorly relatively speaking that first week when I just kept failing. Actually, it looks like just physical attacks will probably be good enough. Huh? I wish I could freeze that thing. That'd be pretty nice. Oh shit! I have to kill these bad guys, huh? It's a lot of time I just lost. But, yeah. Getting there. Alright. Don't worry, with Kachinga, we'll do that in a few seconds soon enough. Yeah! Well, soon enough, as in once I actually get her leveled up, right? And I'm noticing that AR-40 is coming in pretty quickly. Like, yesterday I was at 38, and now I'm already almost, or no, more than a quarter of the way to 40, and I'm a little worried about that. It's only gonna be a couple days, really, if that, it seems, before I hit 40. Alright, let's collect those rewards and do some event stuff. So yeah, this, I don't know if it's that the that quest doesn't scale up as quickly as I did or what, but it managed to get that commission quest done. Level 30 to 40 was very quick. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it feels like probably 30 to 40 lasts about as long as 20 to 30, but by 30 to 40 I've really gotten accustomed to the grind, and so it feels more quick, maybe. That's sort of the sense that I get. Oh, Dr. Livingstone's quest. Where is Dr. Livingstone? Oh. In any case, I'm here to do the event, not the... Level 40 to 45 is a little longer. It's better because it did not have time to farm artifact previously. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Because 40 is a kind of a big step in terms of the artifact probabilities. I know it makes sense to start farming at 40 basically. Even though you still get an upgrade at 45, it's not large enough that you should just, it's worth waiting because 40 to 45 can take so long. Unknown stuff. So I'm not sure if this is the one, but I think it is. So let's go and find out. Oh, yeah, I don't recall seeing these tents before. Some sunset here. Whoa, victim. Keeps. Oh, it's the meteor victim.
여기가 바로 캐서린이 말한 몬드에서 가장 가까운 사건 현장 샘물 마을이야.
상황이 생각보다 심각한 것 같군요.
축복의 종이여 울려라. 단죄의 시간이 왔도다. 찬송하라. 구원을 기다리는 자여. 단죄의 황녀가 이곳에 강림했다.
Yeah, so she's totally Chunibyo kind of girl. Like Kobato. Whoa. That was choice.
특별히 이 황녀에게 예를 올리는 걸 면할 테니 알고 있는 단서가 있다면 전부 말해보거라.
당신은
Gonna improve your main team or Kachung first? I figure. So my main team, my protagonist is level 70, and I think I'll stop leveling her up at this point and focus on Kaching. And I'll also stop leveling up Lisa, and I'll focus on
기분
Kaching.
상하셨다면 죄송합니다. 저흰 환자에 관한 정보를 물어보러 왔습니다.
And then, yeah, I think for now I will focus on Kaching, just getting her caught up. Maybe see how she is at level 40, and then if she still needs a little improvement, push her to 50, something like that.
오해하지 마. 우린 의뢰를 받고 상황을 조사하러 온 모험가 길드의 모험가야.
그렇군요. 이 사람은 어젯밤에 바닥에 있는 운석을 만지자마자 혼수 상태에 빠졌어요.
I think so too. Yeah.
그러니까 여러분도 절대 운석을 만지지 마세요.
I like how long this text is in English, but how quickly he can say it in Korean just because of
어리석은 가난이군.
quirks of language.
황녀에겐 심연색 구슬의 신성한 보호가 있거늘 고작 암흑 결정 따위가 내게 무슨 위협이 된다는 거지?
Also, I think the way the Korean voice actress is speaking, I think she's trying to imitate kind of a upper class, aristocrat from a noble from the feudal ages kind of thing. Like
아가씨는
Koreans.
황녀님이시니 정확한 간언을 들으실 필요가 있습니다.
Yeah, how like a Korean princess might have spoken, which I like.
그럼 할 수 없군. 당신은 모험가이시니 정확한 간언을 들으실 필요가 있습니다. 가끔 이런 말을 해보는 것도 재밌네. 이 황녀님을 따라하는 건가? 천가지 세계가 정멸하는 비장한 소원을 범인이 어찌 헤아리겠는가? 하지만 그것도 어쩔 수 없지. 너한테 단죄의 황녀의 운명은 너무 버거울 테니까.
Nice shoulders. I'm doing the same with my team. My Razor is very strong, but his capacities are limited, so improved Childick can be better. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, right? Because one's a 4-star and one's a 5-star. Although I heard Razor is super good anyway, too, though, right? But yeah, once you get a new 5-star, especially one like Childa, who I heard is really good, not just any... I guess probably every 5-star is very good to some extent. I heard Childa was very good.
여기도 쓰러진 사람이
Or
있어.
Tartaglia, or as he's known.
기사여, 본 황녀의 물음에 답하라. 이 불행한 자의 상황은 어떤가?
온종일 잤지만 아직 깨어날 기미가 안 보입니다. 아직까지는 없어요. 가끔 잠꼬대를 하긴 합니다만.
The text in English is too low. In French? Really? Huh. Well, I mean, I don't think it's too long in English. I guess it's just way longer than in Korean. And it's just as often the other way around too, just because of how languages work differently in syntax and all that.
저 사람
But I actually didn't know you played in French, but that makes perfect sense now that I think about it. I just didn't even know this game had a French translation for the text.
암흑의 꿈은 마치 선악과를 물고 있는 흉악한 짐승 같아. 체력 같은 두 눈은 나약한 자들을 심연에 빠뜨리기 마련이지.
Oh, they don't have a Hydra artifact. Oh. Not until the next update?
그러니까
That's...
꿈속의 그를 유인하는 무언가.
Oh, so it's like... Okay, so I guess I must not really know because I haven't farmed artifacts at all, but I guess there must be different farming areas for different types of artifacts of different elements and stuff, and there's no place to farm hydro artifacts, or at least ones that would work for Childa, I
아직
guess.
증거는 없지만 황년님의 직감은 항상 정확하답니다.
I also like the way this bird talks. He has a cool voice in Japanese too, I know. I actually haven't heard him in English. But thankfully, you can play your game in your language. Yeah, that's really cool. I'm really glad I can play it in Korean.
안녕하세요.
Or at least the
전 환자들의
voices.
간호를 담당하는 수녀 에드나라고 해요.
Edna.
이름을 대라. 악몽 속의 악랄한 자여.
Man, this official is so aggressive. You have Fire Geo, Animo, and Electro Artifact.
죄송합니다.
I see.
수녀님께 하는 말이 아닙니다. 누워 계신 이분이 혹시 무슨 말을 했었나요?
That doesn't include, water yet. That's 4. That means there's water, and there's the plant one, and Electro, I guess. Or no, Electro's in the list. The ice. Yeah, and ice isn't available yet, huh?
돌아가서 일을 해야 한다고 말했던 것 같아요.
술이 아직
The wine, the
깊게
wine.
잠든 것 같군요.
이건 평범한 꿈이 아니라 저주였군. 깨울 순 없는 거야?
깨워봤지만 아주 잠깐 깨어난 뒤에 바로 다시 잠들었어요.
깨어났을 때 정보 같은 건 알려주진 않았어?
꿈에서 자신이 산 위에 있었고 엄청 춥다고 말했어요.
산 위에?
Mountain. Cold.
설마 설산에 악마가 내린 서리의 저주? 샘물 정령이 수호하는 샘물 마을도 결국 악마의 땅이 된 건가?
Well, I will say, I generally like Official's personality. She's the aggressiveness and all. Just the way she talks and the way she makes everything so dramatic. Quite cute.
정말 골치 아프게 됐군. 하지만 괜찮다. 내가 단죄하기만 한다면.
저기 미안하지만 혹시 너희들 지금 시간 있니?
두라프시잖아. 무슨 일이야?
I kind of remember him. don't remember his name though.
해야지. 우리 마을 뒷산에도 운석이 있어. 마을에 앨런이라고 하는 녀석이 그걸 보러 운석이 얼마나 위험한지 너희들도 봤겠지. 그 녀석한테 무슨 일이 생길.
이렇게
Alright, so I
위험한데
guess I need
대체
to
거긴
find
왜 간 거야?
blazing rocks fall out of the sky.
내 말이 돌아오면 내가
Of even more her strength,
해야겠어.
she's very, very strong. I hope so. I'm excited to get another archer on my team. That's definitely a big deal. Because Amber's great. I like her, but she's limited. Or she has her limitations.
그래. 그럼 빨리 찾으러 가보자.
Alright, let's look for Alan. That's not far. Looks like there's a teleport waypoint right there too, but I'll just walk it. Might as well. Might pick up some material on the way too. Like, don't they have mushrooms around here? Oh, I think there's stuff. Wheat. Wheat's always good to get. Cabbage, I mean, I won't complain. It's just I don't really use it, from what I can tell. I think there might be some shrooms here, yeah. And that looks like shrooms. Just occurred to me, I'm calling them shrooms, and I think I've heard other streamers, or other people who stream, people who are actual streamers, call them shrooms as well. But, of course, when people say shrooms, they're generally not talking about normal edible mushrooms, but rather about psychedelic mushrooms. Now, I will admit I've never tried psychedelic mushrooms, but I have friends who have, and I've been interested. I've heard they can really affect the way you see life and the world, and that sounds interesting to me. And that well, I don't know, that they offer you a look into seeing the world in a way that is very different from how you normally see it. Now, of course, that's not for everybody. Some people wouldn't be into that, and I can totally understand that and empathize to an extent, but it does interest me. I'd say that. My Mora's already spent 2 million Moras for Child and Ninja. Wow, it's amazing how those numbers scale up, huh? It's like how QP scales up. It's like at the beginning you have like 10,000 QP, 500,000 QP, and you're like, whoa, that's so much! And then eventually you're spending hundreds of millions of QP. And similar with Mora, it seems. It almost feels worse. But that might just be the case because I'm new to the game and I'm still getting used to this whole thing. Great. I really wish I remembered to switch my protagonist to the wind. I'm gonna do that right after I do this, because I don't like using her Geo very much. Not that fun. Oh, or at least not to me. Okay, I can actually use Lisa. Well, the shop for the event looks like shop in the FGO event. Yeah, I did take a look at the shop, and it definitely reminded me of the FGO shops and such. With the, obviously the event material, ascension materials, you know, it's got the equivalent of gems and statues and monuments and all that good stuff, so, you know, I'm excited to do some event farming so that I can get the ascension materials and such for my new servants. And I suppose, depending on the case, if the event uses resin, I'll probably use some of the frozen resin or whatever. Actually, that reminds me, one thing I need to look up is seeing how efficient it is to use resin to make weapon EXP. Because I noticed after the 1.1 update, they added the ability to make... Or actually, I don't think it was right after the update. It was something where the... Smith, yeah, he gave me map information on where to mine stuff.
잘못했습니다. 다신 안 그럴게요.
How many resins you have? I actually do not know. Let me check. I haven't used a single one. Yeah, literally not a single one since the beginning of the game.
내가 한번 봐볼게. 어라?
Oh.
황녀님, 신의 눈이 반짝이는데?
Oh, interesting. You know what would be cool if there was a eighth like element coming in from
설마
space or something like that.
이 심연색 마법 구슬에 흐르는 에너지가 운명의 애가를 부르고 있다는 걸 눈치채기라도 한 건가? 신의 눈이 반응하는 물건이 있나? 세계의 그윽함, 무별들의 속삭임. 말 그게 다 뭔데? 네 말은 너무 알아듣기 어렵다고.
죄송합니다. 황녀님께서는 평범한 인간의 언어에 익숙치 않으십니다.
Common folk. You can already do that. Yeah, so I know. I'm just wondering. I need to look up how good an idea it is to use resin to make weapon EXP. Right now, I feel like resin for me is more valuable farming ascension materials and particularly talent materials.
이건 통역이 아니라 황녀님의 뜻을 대신 전하는 거죠.
But I wonder if at some point it'll be more efficient time spent for me to spend resin making weapon EXP. That might be a good idea. Humble conveyor of mine, Fräulein Royal, Fräulein's Royal Will. Elemental energy. Not worth it in your opinion? Okay.
속세의 두 눈이 가려진 자들은 너처럼 본 황녀의 참뜻을 바로바로 이해하지 못하지.
That's the sense that I got as well, that it really wasn't worth it, and that's why I haven't spent any yet.
운석에 원소의 힘이 깃들어 있다고? 신의 눈이 빛나는 건 그 원소의 힘에 반응하는 건가?
Trace the elemental energy back to its source. Oh. Well, either one.
그럴지도? 일단 해보자.
Probably yes.
신의 눈으로 운석 파편을
No harm in
찾아
giving it a
위험을
try.
줄여보자.
Alright. Oh, so I wonder if that means we get to control her. View the impact site where meteorite shards are present. When you reach the affected area, the minimap will show the appropriate locations. Within the meteorite shards flows a certain energy, which will resonate with the nearby character's vision. Light up and flash. Closer you are, the more intense. Effortlessly tracked down. I'm guessing it's not going to be effortless. But it's basically like a Geiger counter.
청소가 어느 정도 끝난 것 같아. 샘물마을 주민들
원소의 힘이 깃든 운석. 이게 바로 사건의 원흉일까요?
축복의 성약으로
Well, this is
맹세하는데
just chapter
이
1 of the
녀석들은
event, so
다
I'm
악몽의
guessing we
그림인데
haven't
틀림없어.
figured this out yet. I'll be checking with the villagers then. Right. So I need to return to Springvale. Alright, before I do that, I'm gonna go to the statue and switch over to Animo for my main character. Because if there are any battles coming up, I would rather be ready. I wish I could just do that in the menu. But I do understand why they made it this way for kind of world building purposes. And I'll just teleport. And I'm guessing a cutscene's gonna trigger basically as soon as I reach. Oh no! Didn't trigger. Hartman! Oh, he's back awake. Oh, check resins. You're right. Sorry about. Yeah, I forgot about that.
방금 환자 두 분이 깨어나
아직도 좀 졸리네.
Let's see.
다행이다. 이
주변에 있는 운석을 모두 깨끗이 치우기만 하면
아, 정말 기분 좋은
Okay, so if I clear up the map.
황녀님이 직접 나섰으니 이런 결과가 있는 것도 당연하지.
I like listening to her talk.
꿈에서 뭘 봤어?
엄청 춥고 산길을 계속 걷고 있었어. 아마 설사.
산길? 아무 이유 없이?
나도 잘 모르겠어.
Hmm.
꿈속에 난 전혀 내 의지로 움직일 수
I was
없었거든.
dreaming about
역시
walking along a mountain
저기였군.
path.
이 얼마나 슬픈 땅인가. 어쨌든 운석을 치우는 게 효과가 있는 모양이네. 더 열심히 해야겠는데?
Oh, okay, so I guess that's chapter 1. Okay, let me back out. Okay, so it's gonna show me that. Let's see. Oh, it looks like I have these. Also have these keys. 41 fragile resins. So that means I have 2,460 resins, basically. A bunch of these. Yeah, this is like actually my first time looking at this part of the menu. I've certainly gotten to this part of the menu quite a bit. But yeah, so got a bunch. Let me check this. YouTube village. Oh, I guess that's where the next part of the event starts. This is the cutscene. Oh, you also saw that YouTube strikes some YouTuber who shares Genshin links? Really? That's messed up. Like, a leak of all things. Like, that's just information. And it's not even, like, particularly sensitive information. It's not like saying the name of that one dude that you're not allowed to say on YouTube. That's really a shame. I wonder if Genshin Impact or MiHoYo might have sent a takedown notice or something. Because I know YouTube tends to just take down and then ask questions later. If some big company comes in and tells them to take something down. But I'm sure that information is just available anywhere, right? It's easy to find. Yeah, 20 resins. Use some for Childa and some to finish the battle pass. Oh, yeah, that sounds like that'd be worth it, especially if you've paid for the battle pass, right? You want to get the most out of it. Meteorite. Oh. None of them landed in the city, which is pretty realistic, right? Because cities don't make up that much geographic space. I'm just thinking of Armageddon, where it seemed like the meteorites only targeted like major cities like Hong Kong, New York City, and I think San Francisco. But that one I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure about New York and Hong Kong. Also, both New York and Hong Kong during the day at the same time, by the way, according to Armageddon. Yeah, good fortune. But the odds of it hitting any city is pretty low compared to just hitting the middle of the ocean or a field somewhere. Just because cities are so small physically. Let me Hoya loose money. If we can choose the next banner we want to prioritize. Yeah, I heard some streamers talking about how most likely for Christmas MiHoYo is gonna do some pretty major events in Genshin Impact. I imagine there's gonna be some new limited servant who's gonna be super nice, and maybe some Christmas related events, welfare servant. Oh, costumes would be neat. Imagine if we got Santa Claus costumes for all the girls or something like that. Thanks to Battle Pass, I get 2 million more as 150 Violet XP, 100 XP for weapons. Nice. Yeah, I mean, that seems like a pretty good, like, return on investment for, yeah, how much you get. Update with the new region, probably. Yeah, I wonder if an update with the new region would be coming by Christmas. I feel like maybe it won't be until like next year that we get a new region, but yeah, who knows? Santa Jean. Right, hey, we got Santa John in FGO, why not Santa Jean in Genshin Impact, right? I'd enjoy that. Oh, it's Lynn, this lady. I remember Lynn was like the very, very first character I ran into way back when I started the game. Because I think when you start the game, you start somewhere around here, like back here, and then you head down towards the city, and you pass by this girl, and you can learn how to cook there. Wow, old times. Or what is it? Small world, eh, Lynn? How have you been doing, girl? Have you gone anywhere? Conditions do make surviving in the wilderness quite challenging, huh? Prefer Santa Umu, but FGO. That's so funny to think about, that Santa Umu has been like a meme for a while, and FGO has never actually done a Santa Umu. I wish I knew the lines of that song. All I know is Padoru Padoru. I mean, no matter where you are, you're most likely not going to get hit by a meteorite, right? But hey, who knows who the Santa servant will be this year, right? In JP? Hope Springs Eternal. Maybe we'll finally get that Santa Umu. We haven't gotten a new Umu in a while, have we? I think the last one was Summer Umu, which has been quite a few years now. Manpower shortage. Hachi and Dulan. Thousand Winds Temple. Alright. So Dulan, where are you, kid? 500 meters away? Oh. That's Thousand Winds Temple. Teleport here. So it looks like there's quite a bit of just going back and forth for this quest. I was hoping I could get right into mining, but there's some stuff that I have to get through before I can do that. So I don't think I'll be able to get to mining during this stream, because I'm gonna call it a stream probably in the next 10 minutes. I'm realizing I'm getting fairly sleepy, but I'm gonna try to make as much progress as I can right now, because I do want to get into this event. I do want to spend my resin on this event, assuming the event uses resin, so that I can get the Ascension materials and EXP and such for new servants. And I just missed a potato, but like I said, I'm sleepy and I realized I don't care if I missed a potato. As before these banned, we may have had leaks of the next banner. If you want to see, I can send it to you on Twitter. Sure, I'd be interested. Yeah, doesn't hurt to check, right? I'm not somebody who actively seeks out leaks and stuff, but I don't mind them either. I'm not really a stickler for spoilers and stuff. And especially since we can't see the future in Genshin Impact like we could in FGO. Getting any special information is pretty cool, I guess. I'm gonna need to get a better sense of how long the weak point invol, or weak point, it's not invol, but he loses the ability to get stunned from the weak point after first time, but I think it's regen by now. Ah, shit. Missed it. That was a waste. Oh, what? Damn, that thing has good tracking. No rolls. Oh. Right, there we go. I think I'm gonna have to do on stream at some point is actually show what seems like an exploit that I figured out using the protagonist's Geo ability with the Ruin Guard to basically make the Ruin Guard stuck. And it seemed to work fairly consistently. I imagine many people have found it, but I also found it independently, so that was pretty cool. Oh. There's no point in taking cover. It's very unlikely to hit you, and if it's gonna hit you, it's gonna hit you. You'll tell me what do I think about the potential banner? Yes, I definitely will. I'll take a look. I'm very happy to find out what an upcoming banner will have, because that allows me to plan my Primo gems. And as a non-whale, in fact, as somebody who doesn't plan on spending any money other than the $5 a month pass or gift from the lunar or whatever, yeah, I really appreciate any chance I can get to be more efficient in my Primo gem spending. Let's see. I have, including this, that's all about 110 holes now. The gift from the Welkin Moon really does add up. I am a fan of that thing. I wish FGO had something like that, actually. What if in FGO you could get, like, I don't know, 3 Saint Quartz a day for $5 a month? That'd be pretty huge. Even 1 Saint Quartz a day for $5 a month would be quite a deal. That, okay, thanks. I'll check it out after I log off here. But I'll check it out on Twitter. Thank you. Again, very much appreciated. Terrified Schuster. I thought it was said Terrified Scholar. For Vind, actually, by which point? Back to the city. Alright, cool. Up to Vind. Where are you, Vind? I want to head east. I just noticed, I probably noticed before at some point, but I just noticed again that Lisa seems to have a bell that you can hear when she's running. I think it might be on her hat. Yeah, that's what it is, huh? Got a bell on her hat. Can't believe I didn't notice that before. Oh, it'd be nice. It's just 1 Saint Quartz. Yeah, right. That'd be quite the deal. Oh. Swirl, then that, then use Q, overload, and then another swirl should do a lot of damage. Let's do a swirl. Oh. Oh shit, it's doing that attack. Let's just stay away from it. And maybe fire some pot shots at it. If I get lucky, I'll hit the weak point. That one wasn't luck, that was pure skill. Got it. Chaos device. Let's keep heading east. And no, there's some good mining around here, actually. Just something I'm more interested in transferring my FGO budget to Genshin. Lately, I play FGO a lot less. With the next Lost Belt. Yeah, I know what you mean. I do play more Genshin in terms of time than FGO, but I will say I personally am still more invested in FGO, in my FGO account than in Genshin. Even though I spend more time playing FGO, I think I play it more casually. Or, sorry, yeah, even though I spend more time playing Genshin, I think I spend the time playing Genshin more casually than I spend FGO. So yeah, for now I'm planning on not spending any money on either game, but whatever money that I do spend will probably be on FGO. But you know, it makes sense that you should prioritize based on whichever game you're really spending more time on, right? Or getting more enjoyment out of. I think for now I still do enjoy the waifu collection, I mean, they're both about waifu collection, but I think I enjoy the waifus of FGO better than I enjoy the waifus of Genshin. So that's where I'm at right now. But who knows? That might change. I'm only still, what, 2 months into Genshin Impact? Still gotta, oh, come on, I gotta kill these guys. So I don't have any time to build all my characters, so I don't need another characters. Yeah, well... Yeah, well, you don't need other characters, but you can always take your time building them later, I guess, right? That's what I figure, that Genshin Impact, just like FGO, is a marathon, not a sprint. If it takes me a few months or even over a year to build up a character to max level, then so be it. Yeah, I remember early on in FGO, it took me so long to get my characters max leveled. Now I do it immediately as soon as I get them, just because I've saved up so much material and EXP. Well, actually, Genshin is more generous with husbando, so I understand. That's actually a good point. I think Genshin has a good roster of husbandos, and I can see why they did it, because I think it's pretty successful at attracting female gamers, even if it's still primarily a male audience. Also, female gamers tend to like cute girls as much as male gamers do often, so it works out. Would you please return to Mondstadt to seek shelter? Wait, meteors are incoming now? No, they're not. Yeah, they're just bad guys. Hey. It's like, no, they're not the meteor. I am the meteor, bitch. They're just little pieces of dirt in my path. Seriously. We don't need to be afraid of them. They need to be afraid of us. That's my principle. Or that's the principle by which I live in this game. He almost flew off the... Does that kill him? Does he drown? Yeah, I think he drowned. Cool. Meteorites. Storm were to turn and the seas again. Lots of male characters really cool. Chalda and Zhongli are very nice, so it must do look I want him. Yeah, I'll be honest, I think all the male characters that I've seen in this game are actually pretty badass. Actually, I think there's at least a few who aren't that cool. But I mean, look at this guy. Like, the look looks so really cool. Tartaglia, aka Chalda. Razor, man. He's got that I don't know. Wolf Boy Charm, and that's a really cool animation. So, and I know very little about Bennett actually. I've never almost actually I don't think I've ever seen him being played, but he looks cool too. He's got a boyish charm, and Venti, of course, is a god. Yeah, all the male characters really are pretty cool. Oh, Xing Shui. Ooh, I mean, look at the way he handles that sword. I wish he'd handle my sword. Like, I mean, sorry, did I say that out loud? I mean, he looks really cool. That's what I meant to say. I did not say anything about him handling my sword. No, Razor is very cute, more than badass. That's true, I guess. He's got a boyish, cute charm to him. Like I said, he's like a wolf boy, or I don't know, like a Tarzan-like charm. He has an innocent kind of look. Yeah, they all refused. One wonders. It's the free people amongst that. Yeah, free as the wind. Thank you, Traveler. Alright, so guess I've completed that quest. Actually, I'm curious. About this fading slide must be in the event. Bennett has a nice combo with Childa. It's the only thing you know about him. Hmm. Okay, so Childa being water and Bennett being fire. Huh. Oh, fire and water. Interesting. I know that has some useful defense debuff capabilities or something like that. Fading stars might meteorite shards. So this is basically stuff for Ascension and EXP. It looks like this. I still need to collect more, and these are talent materials. They're basically like skill up gems. And what's this? Oh, this must be like a lore. Yeah, it must be for the final level up. I might not be able to get one of these at this point, but we'll see. But alright, so yeah, I'm actually gonna call it a stream now. Thank you for coming by, Nat, again. I really do appreciate it, and especially given that I gave almost no notice for this stream. I wasn't sure until basically then that I would be streaming, and I am a little tired now because it's fairly late and I'm gonna get to bed. I think next time I'm streaming will be Wednesday unless something comes up. I figure, yeah, I'm gonna make Wednesday and Sunday my regular stream days, and I'll probably see if I can stream some other days. But I figure on Wednesday I'll do the FGO challenge quest in NA, and then do some Genshin Impact. But yeah, and hopefully whatever this issue is with Twitch, um, it'll be fixed. I don't know. I might test some stuff out between then and Wednesday. But anyway, hope you have a nice evening, nice rest of the day. Well, I guess for you it's already Tuesday, so have a nice Tuesday. And anyone else who might be listening, have a nice evening. And good luck on all your gacha and anything else RNG related. May the RNG gods bless you with whatever you want. Bye.